Hello, everybody. Um, this is a video that is related to the new expansion, Leviathans. But honestly, this is a video about Paradox more in general. I mean, I already made a video about the release of this disaster of a DLC. And I mean, it's generally not the DLC. It's the patch breaking things that were working in the first place. And I mean, we have went through all those things before, so I won't put much emphasis on that. But instead, what I want to say in this video is more about how Paradox is really, really in need of some reorganization, or I don't know. It's like the company is a mess. And I don't say that like I mean honestly, it's really none of my business to be honest. Like I'm not a stockholder. Like I didn't own any of their stocks. I don't care if this company go bankrupt tomorrow and like even if it vanishes off the face of earth next week, it wouldn't change anything to me. I don't care. But on the other hand, like EU4 had brought me many, many good memories. I mean, it gave me a career for a few years, right? Like I was streaming. I bought this game. I only played this casually in the beginning, and then I got better and better at it, and then I realized all the things you could do if you were skillful enough and if you're creative enough. And this is why I kept playing and got even better. Like there are many many things you could do, and this is one of a kind of a game, and I liked it. I was good at it. My stream was alive. So yeah, actually hope like for the last I don't know 2 years, I've seen this game went from one of the best strategy game in the market, and I was actually, believe it or not, I actually had a lot of fun making videos and creating new strategies and streaming it to people. I had a lot of fun. I enjoyed it. I didn't care about the money because I actually personally entertained. And I was actually recommending this game to my friends that never played any Paradox games. Like some of them might have never touched strategy games, and I told them this game is complex. This thing is deep, and 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 it will be blown away, and you learn history, and you go everything is as creative as you can possibly make it. And I actually told everybody, even people who play strategy games like I don't know Civ or real time strategy games, MOBA. I told them, MOBAs are fucking dog shit. Those things are for fucking brain dead kids. This is the real deal. If you're a man, you play Paradox games. And then what? Like Stellaris got the pop like rework, and then Imperator Rome got released, and then EU4 got a new game director who shall not be named. Then the whole game went to the fucking trash. I mean, it's just not just one game, not just EU4. I mean, Stellaris used to be. I made a video in the past about how, as a physicist, I always loved Stellaris, and it always would have a special place in my heart. But the game was, I don't know, it was a wasted potential. So anyway, enough of this thing. Let's get to this. So I'm gonna start by saying that, like, when I made the video about Leviathan on the first day of release, it had a 10% positive review. Right now, we're at 7%. So I guess that's a big record-breaking sales. Like, what did they say in the past when they released the Golden Century? Do you guys even remember there used to be an immersion pack called Golden Century? I bet you don't. But the thing is, it exists, and I remember when Paradox says Dharma and Golden Centuries got record-breaking good reviews, good feedbacks, and sales is all-time high. I fucking bet that is true. Because now we're at 3,044 user reviews instead of 1,000 at the time when I recorded a week ago. And I think it's less than a week ago. Shit. I don't even know anymore. Oh, yeah, it's less than a week ago, I think. Shit. And now we're at 7%. I think maybe they're gonna want to try 5% at some point. And do remember, there is 7% in here, but there are probably a lot of sarcastic positives too. If you guys don't know, Cyberpunk 1444 positive. Yeah, that explained it, right? So that aside, I want to keep going into how the other things start to surface. All right, so let me go to my Discord, and I am going to tell you guys some background. So some days ago it went to 8%, and well, I was talking with my community about that, and it was also the same day when I could not continue my Kazan game anymore because I tried three different backup save files, May, February, and August 1595, and they all crash within a few months of continuing. So there is literally no more save file that I can try. And well, I don't know. Some people did report that they managed to get to 1600, 1700, or just by swapping save files, or did nothing at all. So some people are lucky, and I don't know. Well, ironically, speaking of that, I would like to say that I read somewhere, I think someone linked me that. I think I read somewhere that one of the developer, I don't remember who, but one developer from the EU4 development team actually said that before the release of this patch, he played that build in casually in his own free time. And he managed to go to, I think, 1520, 1530 or something, and without noticing any bugs or experiencing any crash. I mean, again, maybe he's just lucky. Maybe he's just a lucky guy. Maybe he doesn't know it when the bug happens in front of him because he doesn't play the game when it was functional. So, but I'm just saying that they also had a hot fix in place to release one day after the main build got released. So it got me thinking that they definitely knew about all these bugs and issues that we have. I mean, at least some of it, not all of it, of course, but maybe some of it. So they could have included a hot fix into it, but they didn't for some reason. But I mean, I don't blame them because the hot fix has already proven to be a bigger pile of dog shit than the original build. I don't know if you guys know if you get the 1.31.1 hotfix, there is a huge possibility that it breaks your save game even more by, for example, you boot up, you press continue, and then the your save file will be corrupted, or your whole world will be decolonized, like nothing left. So yeah, I guess there's maybe they knew about this too, so there's a good reason not to put this hotfix out. Yeah, who knows? But bottom line, we got a broken build and we got a broken hotfix, so everything's broken. Like you literally can't do anything. And for example, some guy reported 1520 and he would crash. Game would be funny if the crash to desktop wasn't constant. So anyhow, I actually have more to say because I mean we all know about the crashes and stuff now, but I'm just saying there's definitely some problem in their development process or schedule or something. I feel like they could have just delayed the release date completely if they knew about all this. I mean, there are two possibilities, right? Either they know about this and they release it anyway, hoping that they would take our money first and fix it later, or they don't know about this and release this, and which would be really, really bizarre and unbelievable because imagine they don't know about this, right? No, that would never happen. So that means two things. Either they are completely incompetent, or they're completely don't give a fuck. Indifferent is the word, I believe. Either they don't give a shit or they are completely incompetent. And either way, I think that is very much unacceptable for us customers, right? I mean, you don't have to agree with me, but this is what I think. Either you're fucking stupid or you're fucking lazy. Either way, if I'm a boss, I'm firing him anyways. I can't have stupid people working, and I can't have lazy people working. Well, but who am I? I'm nobody. So, here, I want to show you guys something else. I was informed yesterday that the Imperata development is stopped as well. And I'll go forward with that. And there's something more funny. Okay, here's the Imperata. And they are also hiring a QA director. Okay, so let me get that. All right, so this is the forum post about Imperata update. So they are saying that they are gonna do some reorganization. They did some reorganization work within Paradox already earlier this year. So they want to reorganize what people and resources they have and what's working, whatnot. And they realize there's a need to bring reinforcement for a couple of projects. So Imperata is down the priority list, and they're gonna move the people from Imperata to those projects. And now this line is very tricky and interesting because it says right now we're working on plans to regrow the team for Imperata and continued development. Okay, here's what I think is interesting because we're working on. What does that mean? They haven't done it. They haven't figured it out. They're working on it. It could work out or it could not work out, right? And then their plans. Okay, they're not working on bringing people onto the team. They're not working on recreate the team, the development team. They are working on only plans to do it. So once you have a plan, I mean, either you don't have a plan or you do have a plan and you never act on it, right? That is also a possibility. I mean, I don't want to sound like being a dick or a pessimist, but I mean, what does this line even mean? They're working on plans and to regrow. What the hell is regrow? So you're not just like, oh, we're gonna put some people here now for certain. They're just gonna say regrow. What does that mean? You're gonna put one person in the team and let it, clone like a virus. That is a very and that takes time. And what I'm saying is that takes time, right? Working on is one thing, planning is another thing, regrowing is a third thing. So when is that exactly going to happen? Like, when is the team gonna be regrown completely? Not just 50%, not 20%, but completely, and resume development. We don't know. They said we will get back to everyone with news about it as long as they have something to share. What the fuck is so long? As long as it means if they have something to share. Well, if they decide that they don't have anything to share, then they're gonna be radio silent. Okay. I mean, honestly, I don't give much fuck about Imperata because it was a disaster of a game when it came out, and it's still a boring piece of garbage right now. So I honestly don't care that much. But the overall picture, I think you're getting now, right? You're starting to get what I'm saying now, right? Like the overall picture here. What does it paint you? This is not about EU4. This is a different team from EU4. This is separated, working independently from EU4. And this happens. Like, what is Paradox planning? Like, I mean, I'm talking about the big, gigantic, you know, megacorp. What are they doing? What are they planning? I mean, I'm not a stockholder, as I said, so I don't really care and I don't really have a say about it. But I mean, how about making games that I have, some games that I enjoy again? Like, I would gladly pay for a good game if Like, I mean, I paid for Civ 6, for example. Civ 6 is a good game. It's actively being developed. It's actively being supported. There are updates coming out every fucking month, and they don't do stupid shit. They don't randomly change things for the sake of changing it. In fact, they innovate. They put in more game modes. They put in scenarios. I like those. But I mean, when is the last time you see any decent content that actually adds flavor to the game in EU4 or I don't know Stellaris or whatever? So thing is that other than that, I also carrying QA director, and I don't know why I find it comical because they did fire. If I'm not mistaken, about 2 years or 3 years ago, they fired the QA team. I mean, at least that was what was being told publicly in the EU4 forums. They fired, they laid off the QA team, and funny enough, um, after they fired the team, I don't know. I mean, obviously, I'm just the secondary source here because I can't verify all these things. But there were so-called ex-employees of Paradox QA team going on public forums like Reddit and I don't know some magazines and whatnot, saying that they have been mistreated by Paradox. Like they said quite a few things. For example, they were paid badly, like they were just being paid, minimum. I mean, obviously that's not illegal, but they were just being paid badly. They had no say in the company, as in they tested stuff, they found broken stuff, they found bugs, they found flaws, they found all kind of. Obviously, that's what they do. They did their job, but the company didn't care. So like they say, oh, we found all these game-breaking bugs that could outright crash the game. Maybe you want to delay for a couple of days, fix this before releasing, and the company say, fuck that, let's release it today. Okay, we know about this, let it be there for some time. We'll get around that eventually. Kind of attitude. So they weren't being valued, is what the QA team was saying. I mean, given that they were laid off afterwards, I wouldn't say that is too far away from truth. They are not a compulsory part of development. They are not. They have. They don't hold any. What they're saying. Their suggestions don't hold any weight. And yeah, they were basically mistreated and underpaid, is what they're saying. And I mean, I like how we're gonna have a QA director position being opened, and they're gonna lead you. If someone apply for this job, you're gonna lead a team of talented QA professionals. What team? What team? A team of what? What team? Is there even a team left? We're keeping an eye on actionable results and delivering a consistent product. You mean consistently shit product? I mean, I don't want to be. Actually, I should tone down on the sarcasm now, because then people would start taking me seriously. But yeah, I'm not gonna read this shit, right? I'm not gonna read this shit. You can read this shit if you want, but I don't understand. Why now? Why now? Why not 2 years ago? Why now you get a QA director? Why now after all the fiasco and facade they put up? I mean, there's something I want to say. There's still something very important I want to say, and I really want to discuss that before I close the video.